Here we're looking at complex numbers. Complex numbers are written like this, where the A is a real number and B is an imaginary number, and together they make a complex number. Um, you can treat the imaginary numbers, the I that you see, kind of like a variable, kind of like an X. So if we're going to add two complex numbers together, you add the real parts together. 3 plus 2 is 5. And you add the imaginary parts together. 4 plus 5 is 9. So that is how you would add two complex numbers together. Multiplying, you're going to treat, again, like variables, treat them like FOIL. So distribute the 3, we would get 6 plus 15i. Distribute the 4i, you get 8i plus 20i squared. Add your 15 and your 8 together, so we get 6 plus 23i plus 20i squared. Now the only thing that's different is I is not a variable. I is equivalent to the square root of -1. Remember when we said we couldn't take the square root of negatives? Well, you actually can. It's just called an imaginary number. So I squared, if I is square root of -1 and I want I square both sides. That means I squared is -1. So I'm going to take out the -1 and I'm going to substitute in its place. I don't know what I just said. I'm going to take out the I squared and substitute in its place a -1. Because that is what it equals. Which means that is a -20. And if I collect like terms now, so then I would get 16 minus 20, so -14 plus 23i. And typically we always put that real number first and then the imaginary second.